Hey everybody, thank you very much for coming on by. My name is Mr. Noob 502, and what I've got going on today is something a little different. I realize I've already done my video game stream for the day, and that's not what I'm trying to do. This is more of an educational thing. Pretty much for those of you who want to know how I stream to YouTube. Pretty much what I do is something very, very simple, very, very basic. I don't have a high-end PC. I don't have a capture card. I don't have all that fun stuff. What I have is a decent little PC and, well, it's a laptop in all actuality, a green screen, a $20 microphone, and a little bit of ingenuity. For those of you who are unaware, about how to stream to YouTube, or you want to stream to YouTube and that's why you've come here, that's what I'm explaining how to do today. Pretty much what's going on is I'm going to show you what software to use, excuse me, what hardware I have, and then also things like little tips and tricks with OBS that I've picked up, that I've been taught and whatnot. And I figured I want to go ahead and I want to pass this on to everybody who wants to know this information. It's really not that difficult, but that being said, it takes a little bit of know-how, and that's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to do today, is to show you guys how I do it, to give you that know-how. That way you can go out, you can go on to not only just YouTube, but also Twitch, Mixer. You can utilize a Restream. This is also good for Facebook live streams, things of that nature. So that's definitely what we're going to go ahead and get done. I do see I have a couple people watching already. I want to say thank you very much for coming on by. I greatly appreciate it. But pretty much what's going on is we're going to teach you on how to get everything done today. Very, very basic stuff, but stuff nonetheless. Now, at this point in time, pretty much what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn to my computer and I'm going to show you guys my computer screen, everything on there. So I've made sure I've already gotten rid of all that information, all the stuff I don't want you guys to see. I'm kidding. I don't have any. I'm pretty open. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to move this here, and what we're going to go ahead and do. Actually, before we do that, we're going to go ahead. We're going to give these guys over here shout-outs. You guys know who they are. We got RoughGaming, Mel And Apollo, We Play Games Network, Byocrush, Gaming Grandpa, RedOctopus Gaming, BirdAlert Gaming, and FN Hate It. If you're not familiar with these guys, go check them out. Links are in the description below. Do that after. All right? So, what we're going to go ahead and do is this here. Now, you guys now have complete and utter. You guys can see everything on my computer screen. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to move my camera. That way I can, instead of seeing the side of my head, you guys see a little bit more of what's going on. Let me readjust that just a little bit here. There we go. As you can see right here, we have a little bit of area that's not covered up by my green screen. I have green screen in case, you guys can see I'm grabbing it. But that's not the point of what's going on. The first thing you want to go ahead and do is you want to download this software that you're seeing right here, right now. This is called OBS, or Open Broadcasting Software. It is completely free. All you have to do is literally Google OBS download, and I'll show you. So, let's see. OBS download. That's all you got to do. And then from here, obsproject.com/download. And that's all it is. Pretty simple stuff. But from here, what you're going to want to do is you have to verify your account with Google, which means you have to verify it via phone number. You can either get a call or text. You can only do 2 accounts on that phone number. Obviously, I only have one. I have no interest in doing another. But whatever, tomato, tomato. I'm actually going to move this back a little bit more right here. There we go. So, from here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to need Windows 10. Can't do it with Windows 8, can't do it with Windows 7. You have to have Windows 10. Windows 10 was offered for about 3 years for free from Microsoft. If you didn't get it, you need to get it. That's the only way this works. All right, so from here, what I've got going on is actually pretty simple. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is we have our OBS set up, okay? The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download the Xbox app for Windows 10. All you got to do is just click right here where it says, where you see the Microsoft Store button. It's completely free. You open it up, click search if it wants to load up for me. I don't know why it's not doing it, but whatever. And you're going to want to download the Xbox app for Windows 10. From there, as you can see, I've already got it pinned right here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to open it. Now, as you can see, it's going ahead, it's opening. Pretty simple stuff. Takes a second for it to load. Now, I've got this loaded, and as you can see, I see all of my friends right here. I have party messages, notifications, stuff like that. But that's not why we're here. We don't need that. We don't need this side. What we're going to want to do is click these 3 lines right here. Now, from here, as you can see, there's my gamer tag, my gamer score, 20,960. Not bad. You can see my games, my achievements, my DVR that's already been uploaded to Xbox. But the thing we want is we want the connection. So all we're going to do is we're going to click on that. From there, as you can see, I've already got my Xbox up and running. It's already done. But when you first open this up, you're going to have to add the device. Make sure you name your Xbox something appropriate that we can find it. Make sure it's also on the same network. As you can see, there's another Xbox One in my home. I do have roommates. They utilize Xbox as well. If you can't find your Xbox, put the IP in. It's actually not that hard to find, and I'll show you how to find it in a minute. But pretty much, I've already got it up. All I'm going to do is I'm going to click Stream. Now, what it's going to do is it's going to go ahead and it's going to connect. And then from here, you're going to click Continue, and as you can see, you can now see my Xbox. You can see what's going on my Xbox. You know, I've got my controller right here. Pretty easy stuff. But what we need to do is we can't capture this yet. So what we're going to have to do, as you can see, when I move my mouse around, I can hit my Xbox button, I can hit this here, stop streaming, stuff like that. But what I want to do is I want to bring this up to where this bar comes down. And I'm going to click this middle button here to make it a small window. Now from here, as you can see, I've got it right here. Let me go ahead and switch back to that. So I've got all this right here. Oh my, there goes my phone just vibrating up a storm. It's absolutely crazy. And what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to transition back over to OBS. Now with OBS, it's pretty interesting because what's going to happen is we're going to go ahead and we're going to capture it. We're gonna get a hold of that, and it's not that hard to do, and I'll show you how to do it. It's actually really quick, really easy. Now you guys can see I have all my stuff here, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna add a scene, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and call this test. Pretty simple stuff. From here, we click this button right here. Now, as you guys can see, there's nothing on here. There's nothing on this whatsoever. So what I'm going to do, because you guys won't be able to see it, pretty much, I'll go ahead and I'll, oh my gosh. So I can't show you exactly how to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get rid of that. Yes. And now it's going to bring me right back here. From here, what I can do is something very simple. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go to Game Capture. You're gonna press this little plus button right here. We're gonna go ahead and click on Game Capture. Now, obviously, I already have one set up, but I'll walk through it and it'll let me do it. So we're gonna go hit Create New, and then it says capture any full screen application. We don't want that. We want to capture a specific window. And then from there, what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead, click on the window, and as we can see, we have the Xbox app.exe. We'll click on that, and we'll click OK. Nope, there we go. Hold on a second here. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do, just to show you guys, is I've got this right here. We're going to set that right there for the time being. Now, what I can do is something pretty simple. All I've got to do is I can literally go ahead, and now I'm looking through all my apps. I'm looking through all my games. I have quite a few games, in case you can't tell. I do have a huge hard drive, which I absolutely love having. But that being said, that's not why we're here. I just want to show you how to go ahead and get that done. Now, this is very basic. And then from here, what you're going to do is you can either right-click on that itself, or you can go ahead and click that, right-click on it, and then from there, what you would do is you transform it and I usually use fit to screen. Okay, so now that you have that, we're going to go ahead. We're going to remove that just so it doesn't just sit around. Yes, I want to go ahead and remove that. Now, what you see here is, like I said, OBS. There's a lot of stuff. As you can see, I have a lot of stuff. I have my outro, I have my Be Right Back, I have my stream itself, I have my shoutouts, my intro to my stream, my intro, and then my my beginning screen saying, hey, keep calm, stream's about to start type stuff. I used to have a countdown on it, but I've actually went ahead and removed it just for a simple fact of I feel it's a little too tacky. Now, this is all my own personal choice. Now, what another thing I go ahead and do is I can go ahead, I can add browser sources. Now, I can go ahead and I can add my existing, I can add my alert box right here, which you can get from streamlabs.com. It's actually pretty simple, and I'll do another video on how to go ahead and do that. Pretty much, you know what, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it now. Let's see. Streamlabs.com. Then from here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click login here. I'll have to click in. I'll have to log in with my YouTube information. That way it knows which way it's going. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to go right there. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and click allow. Now, I have very specific things that I have for both my subscriber and my donations. Obviously, I don't do super chats or anything like that yet. What is the bell here? Oh, good on them. Good for them. So, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to when you log in with all your YouTube information from there, you're going to click on alert box. Okay? And then it goes ahead and it does its loading thing. And then from here, you have your general settings, you have your donations, subscribers, sponsors, super chats, and merchandise. Obviously, I don't have super chats, I don't have merch, and I don't have sponsors. At least not yet. But that being said, all you're going to do is you're going to click subscribers, you enable them, and then you go ahead, you put stuff in, you know, it's not really that hard. You get your GIF source or whichever, you get whatever sounds you want. It's all very, very simple stuff. That being said, you have, you know, be happy with what you have. Be individualized. Don't use another streamer's, you know, same style, if you will. Especially when it comes to things like, you know, alerts of some sort. You know, like you have Shroud, who has, you know, a very specific one that utilizes some curse words. You also have a great buddy of mine, RoughGaming. He uses Can't Touch This by MC Hammer with an MC Hammer GIF. Mine, however, on the other hand, has this. Now, you guys are going to go ahead and see that pop up. I'm not going to hear it. You guys will hear it, though. It's very simple stuff. You can test it. And then also for donations, I have another one. As you can see, it's Luke Skywalker and saluting from Star Wars Episode 6, Empire Strikes Back, stuff like that. But yeah, it's very simple stuff. All you're going to do, in order to get it, you're going to go ahead and you're going to click copy. And then from here, what you'll do is you'll add browser. You'll go ahead and click that. And then you'll paste that URL that you get in this, you'll paste it right in here. And then from there, it's as simple as, you know, resizing it to how you want. Obviously, I'm not going to just have that just sitting around. That's counterintuitive. Now, here comes the big thing that you're going to go ahead and need. We're going to go ahead and we're going to close out of that here. Pretty much what you're going to need from here is actually pretty simple. And that's here on YouTube. You can also find it on Twitch. You have it on Mixer. You have it on Restream, so on and so forth. You get it on Facebook, all that stuff. But the biggest thing you're going to need, and I don't know why that's recording, that's been recording for some time, is you're going to have to go into your settings. Okay. Now, obviously, I can't change a lot of my settings while I'm in. And you're going to go to Stream. From here, what you're going to do is you're going to click here, and you're going to select the appropriate streaming service that you're utilizing, whether it's Twitch or what have you. Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. Now, there's also a lot of other ones that you can do. All you got to do is click Show All Services, and then from there, you select the proper server, primary YouTube ingest server for me. Okay, and then you're going to see it says Stream Key. So, you need a Stream Key. The only place you can find that on YouTube here is when you come over here, when you get on YouTube, you're going to have to go to your live dashboard or your creator studio. Easiest way to get there is I'll show you. Go ahead and click this right here. So I'm on youtube.com right now. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click my icon right here, and I just click on Creator Studio. And then from here, all that happens is it pulls this up right here. Okay? So you have all this. Looks like I have a comment on my latest video that I did. From there, what you're going to do is you're going to click on live streaming. If you haven't verified, you're going to have to verify. But that being said, it's not too difficult. And as you can see, I'm seeing my stream coming from my OBS. I see my stream health, how much time, how many people are watching, so on and so forth. And then I have all of my basic info, my stream options, my cards, stuff like that, schedule my next stream, the categories, whatnot. But this is what we need right here. You see you have a server URL right here, but I don't need that. But the biggest thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need this right here. Obviously, I'm not going to show that because with my stream key, using a stream key, if I show that, anyone can take that, put it in their OBS, and stream whatever they want to my channel. This is very similar to your YouTube password. Keep it private. Never show it to anybody. And it was, definitely don't want anybody else seeing it, because if they see it at that point in time, that's just a no bueno thing. Because they can go in, they can put whatever they want on there. It could be something as simple as Roblox, but it could also be something as simple as, or as something as adult as certain adult websites, things like that. Show that off, and then from there, your account gets banned. Then you have to start all the way back over. It's just an absolute mess. So, yeah, you don't want to do that. Never, ever, ever reveal your stream key. But you would click it, you would reveal it, you would copy it, and then from there, you'd go in here, you'd paste it there, click apply, click OK. So obviously, I already have all that done. Now, as you guys can see, I've still got people here, I'm still showing everything that's going on. But from here, what you're going to want to do is something as simple as, okay, I've still got that going. Pretty much what you do from here is you set up the way you like it. Not how other people like it, how you like it. Because your channel is going to be a direct reflection of you and what you are. If you're going to be a vlog channel that's going to vlog and interact with your viewers on a consistent basis via live stream, this is for you. If you're wanting to play Xbox One games on YouTube, become the next whomever, this video is for you. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to the hardware part. I've shown you all the software. Pretty much all I literally use. Oh, someone like that. Pretty much like with my video capture device. Okay. Let's see. All we're gonna do. I literally use a Logitech HD webcam C270. It captures in 720. It does have a microphone on it, but I elect not to use it. That being said, that's my webcam. Then also, another thing, one thing I think it was like $8 for on Amazon, was I have a green screen. It's a huge green screen. When I got it, what I actually did was I actually took some scissors and I cut it down. And all I did was I used some push pins. I put it up on my wall behind me, and that's where it stays. It doesn't have to go anywhere else. It's pretty simple to use. And then from here, the biggest thing that I have that has been so helpful, because I went out, I bought a condenser mic, and I bought the phantom power for it and all that stuff, and I still couldn't get it to work. And I said, forget it. I went to GameStop. I put down $20, and I bought my microphone. I bought it. Now, I'm going to show you what it looks like. It is literally a RoughGaming microphone. That is all it is. And I just have a wind cover on there. That way I'm not spitting into it and stuff like that. That's all I use. That's it, and I have an arm that I use. Oh, there it goes. Come here, you. There we I have an arm that I use to keep it, that way I can adjust it appropriately. And then from there, it's that simple. I gotta put that back on though. There we go. So yeah, that's all I use. Now in order to go ahead and get everything squared away, all you have to do, the biggest thing I can tell you is this, okay? Make sure that your computer and your Xbox are on the same network. Otherwise, you will not be able to do this. And the most reliable way to do that, in all seriousness, is hardwire both of them to your modem or to your router or to your gateway modem, and just get that knocked out, because that is the biggest thing. You know, you have to have those. You have to have them on the same network. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to do this. Now, we're going to go back in and we're going to look at some more YouTube features. Now, I'm going to be straight with you. A lot of my YouTube features are actually pretty simple from here. So what you do is, here on this screen, all you're going to do is, come here, you're going to click Advanced Settings. That's all you're going to click. And then it's going to pull this up. Oh, I have 2 notifications. Oh, okay. So, as you can see, this is where it all shows. It's a how-to and style, you know, recording date, all that fun stuff. All this stuff, you really don't need. I don't have an added delay or anything like that. You're going to want to go into basic info. Here, you can change your title, you can change your description, you know, bring it all the way down, stuff like that. And then here we have the tags. The easiest way, and I was taught this by RoughGaming, the easiest way to get your tags is to put in a simple thought process of, okay, what's the one thing, like for this example, for this video, for this stream, people ask how to live stream to YouTube without a capture card, you know. So I would go to YouTube and I'd put in how to live stream, and then I see all the autofills, and I copy each one of those and I put them in here. And that's what's gonna, you know, catch people, because when people search this up, this is gonna be one of the videos that pops up, because without that tag, it's not gonna do anything but just, my video's gonna sit there and not do a thing. So that is a very big thing. You have to have that going. Now, from here, as you can see, you have a whole bunch of other stuff. If you want to share the video or the live stream, it's as simple as click this, copy it, and then you go to whatever platform you're sharing it to, or what have you, and then from there, all you do is you bring it and you paste it and whatnot. Now, say you're wanting to live stream to YouTube or to Facebook, or you share your stream to Facebook. Just look up Facebook debugger, because what's going to happen is, say like I want to go share this to Facebook, it's 9 times out of 10 it's going to bring up my previous stream thumbnail. So there's that. Now, another wonderful thing that you can do for Facebook is, hashtags have become so common. People will search hashtags. People will click hashtags and be able to see those hashtags. Same with Twitter. Things of that nature, definitely incorporate hashtags into it, whether you're using Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, so on and so forth. Also, try to network with other YouTubers. You know, people, you know, who are just starting out and stuff like that. Help each other build and grow, support each other in a phenomenal way. But the biggest thing that I can tell you is be yourself. Like, now mind you, I reel it in just a little bit, because typically when I'm not in front of this camera and I'm not live streaming to YouTube, I will drop F-bombs and S-bombs on a consistent basis. Here on my channel, I keep it PG-13. Why? Because I don't want to appeal to just one level of an audience. I don't want to appeal to just adults. I want to appeal to people, you know, teenagers and preteens. I want people to be comfortable when they watch my live streams. Now, that being said, at the same time, you know, there are other YouTubers out there who I fully endorse, like F and Hate It. Absolutely wonderful YouTuber, awesome person. I love playing video games with him. I've played video games with him offline and online. and I fully endorse him. I put him in my description. I put a link in there. I give him my shout outs. But he is deserving of it. But that being said, I also let him know, hey, this is a mature YouTube channel, just a heads up. So that's how we go ahead and do that. When it comes to like my like how I hear my game and stuff like that, I literally use earbuds. That's it. These are skull candies. They work. It is what it is. Now another thing is, and you're going to have to fiddle around with it a lot in OBS, is your audio levels. So yeah. Now if you're trying to capture your say like you're in a party and you're trying to play a party game together, with 2, 3, 4, 2 or 3 other people or what have you, and I will show you how to do that just like this. So as you guys can see, we are now looking at my Xbox here. Here we go. All I'm gonna do is I literally go in to my settings here. We'll go into my apps. I go into my settings. From here, display and sound. I'm gonna go with from there you go into audio output. Let's see. My headset is unplugged. Hold on a second here. Oh, here we go. Broadcast and capture. Nope, that's not it. Huh. I'll find it. But pretty much, you're gonna want your party chat. You want to go through your speakers. That way, it's going through into my computer. That way, it broadcasts along with the rest of my game audio. Pretty simple stuff. That's pretty much how easy it is. Now, from here, you're going to go into your settings, stuff like that. Let's see. You want to make sure you have, all this exactly. Play to streaming, allow game streaming to other devices, stuff like that. Let's see here. I'm trying to find out where else. Video output. I can either play in 1080 or 720. Obviously, I want to play in 1080. I don't have a 4K TV. I would love to have one, but it is what it is. Let's see here. There's all my console info. See how it says the name is Noob, stuff like that. All that fun stuff. So pretty much from here, pretty much that's the gist of it. That's a very, 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 very basic video. That being said, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. That way I can be like, okay, you have this question, I'm more than happy to answer it. And and what I'll do is I'll do a quick little video on how to do that or what have you. There's a lot to learn with this, and a lot of it's just by trial and error and learning from people who are already doing this. And a lot of people are I've seen some streamers who are like, no, I'm not going to show you how I do this, how I have my setup, because this is my thing. But here's the thing. How can we expect other people to put out amazing content when they have the possibility for it if they don't have the know-how? You have to have the know-how in order to do it. And I'm not going to sit here and be completely selfish and whatnot. I want to share all this for everybody to know. That's why I'm putting this up on YouTube. But at the end of the day, all we can do is take the knowledge and utilize it appropriately. If you don't want to use it, if you're just wondering how it's done, or say you really, really do want to do this, take this information, utilize it, make this your own. Make your channel your personal channel. Stream, record, what have you. You can do both with OBS. You can stream or record. And that's a big thing. Have fun with it, though. That is the biggest thing. Have fun with it. Interact. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this. My name is Noob. You guys are awesome. I'll catch you next time.